wanna die. My world, gone away, I still wake up in this map world. Name a place that I can read on this map world. Looking like a goody in this bad world. Don't know how to act, girl. I'm in the deep, tell me where the hell you at, girl. Oh, you ain't even gotta love me back, girl. You know that I'm never holding back, girl.
Teleportation.
Well, no, he's teleported. He just hasn't come from the audience to the main.
Oh, I see.
Speaker.
All right, so. There it goes.
Yeah, okay.
You figured out button pushing.
Button pushing.
I didn't like it.
I love all the button pushing. But what's going on, everybody? I'm the one, the only, the WOOKIE, joined here by my normal cast of misfits. We have the Drazkor of the Drazkor, the choke show himself, Drazkor.
Duh. Hey guys, how's it going?
Choking again, I see, huh?
Hey, I had fun. Well, you guys were.
Well, according to our social media manager, Pete, you're #1 streamer.
There you go. I did. So that video, by the way, was amazing. Did we actually post that somewhere where people can see it?
Yeah, it's all over. Yeah, it's all over. It's on TikTok.
Nice.
It's on Twitter. Yeah, it's on
that made me laugh so hard. So
it was well done.
I have questions about your streaming experience, but we got to get to other people. We have the PhD of Keyforge, Dr. M. Sheep.
Hello.
And the Deuce himself, Ewok Jr.
Hello, Keyforge community. Glad to be here. I will say, Draz, that when I checked in the stream, you were not recording, and it was rather sad as I was coming back from the soccer tournament. Because when no one else was there for the finals, there was no one who was going ahead and casting at all. And just hearing the two players speak in the background was not the same as having someone there. So I appreciate you stepping in and being able to talk. It provided a great opportunity for those of us just listening.
Well, I mean, it was that or adaptive, so we see what won for Drazkor.
No, but what I'm saying is like the actual finals Archon match was just there was no one commentating at all, and so for me, I was driving back from Nina, so about an hour and a half drive.
What are you doing up there?
Last weekend last weekend we had a tournament in Menasha. The tournament the week before we had a tournament in Nina. They're literally city. They're neighbors.
Live in Nina?
Oh yeah, it's quite a bit. But there were two soccer tournaments. We had a soccer tournament each.
I thought Nina was your side piece.
Yeah, sure, Nina. But on the way back, after being in the rain, I was looking forward to hearing the finals, and it kind of was a bit of a bummer to you could hear the players very, very slightly. For the most part, it was just static in the background from where it was. So just some nice lavalier mics that could be put on the players would be awesome if no one's going to commentate. But again, Draz, when you commentated, I loved it. It really added to
Were you in a closet? Why was it so dark?
We were just out in the open. It was kind of weird how the setup
was just black behind you.
Yeah, the wall was black. So,
okay.
The wall was black. They did have a pretty cool, when I say pretty cool, I mean when you're 14 and you're like, whoa, a dragon mural painted by a 19-year-old? That's awesome, right? That's sort of cool. So there was a pretty cool dragon mural on the wall.
Did you not go to Portland last year?
I could not make it last
Portland
year.
Portland was the one you missed. I was like, was this not here last year? Did you miss this sub?
Nope. Yep, I missed it last year, but made it this year. So
was Baltimore the one that was super cold?
Yes.
When you and Lokakar were casting? Okay.
Yeah, the freezing.
Lokakar was not in Baltimore.
I thought maybe that was a couple years ago. Okay. No, I remember that you guys were there. You were
all scrubbed out at Baltimore. So we all, we did it for a little bit. And then Sheep's like, all right, enough with this. I don't know what he did after that. And then me and Drazkor did a lot. But it was freezing cold in there.
So cold.
I had a sweater on. And I don't get cold. But I was cold.
So Portland was much better. It was not freezing.
Yeah, it was actually, but it was rainy and cold because it was Portland. In fact, when I flew back, when we left Portland in the morning, it was like, 54 and like threatening to rain. And I landed in Philadelphia, and the pilot's like, "Well, it's 96 here in Philadelphia." It's like, "Oh gosh!" I had my EC hoodie on. I was like, "I just need to take this off."
It's been cold here in Wisconsin, so I don't know. It was 42 this morning, so.
Or it was 80. We
2
had
days
30
ago.
Yeah, we just had a 30-some degree drop.
Next
so
week
welcome.
it'll be snow, or tornadoes and flooding. I mean, you get to really pick around Wisconsin.
Times.
Yeah. So.
All right. So who else was out? You were in Portland.
Teammate C. So I was snuggling with MammonDG, and Xray's like, I need my own bed. So all right, fine. So three of us represented Team AC. We hung out a bunch with Dom Fam because he was the only Baywitch to show up, and we're like, yeah, Baywitches are lame. You should come join us, But he didn't really respond to that.
They only have one t-shirt. We have like 3.
We have what?
They only have one t-shirt. We have like 3.
We got a lot. In fact, Ewok just added like 7. I didn't even understand what's going on in terms of
nobody understand. He's doing his own. He's going rogue.
No.
There were literally 3 choices. It's with 2. I put them both out. Mine's already on its way here. Should be here tomorrow.
Sweet. Yeah, mine's on the way too. Unfortunately, it didn't get here in time for Portland because I bought it like the day before. So, but yeah, landed Thursday night. Mammon and I were on the same flight. Got some good food. A place called Pacific Standard. So that was tasty. And then eventually, Xray showed up, and
he didn't wander down any dark alleys, did he?
Well, it was definitely one of these things where Mammon and I were playing in the lobby, and like finally we're like, it's late because it was like almost midnight, which is almost 3 a.m. in our time zone. So we were like, all right, we're gonna pack up and go upstairs. So of course we pack up, we're about to round the corner, and that's when he comes in. We're like, ah, shit, we should have packed up like an hour ago. He would have gotten here. But anywho, we but the next morning got to the store after getting some good coffee, and we did walk. We walked from the hotel to the store, and Xray complained the whole way about walking.
Yeah, as Xray does.
Yeah, he complained the whole way, and but Friday was
Xray doesn't have
sealed.
Can we all chip in and get Xray a backpack?
No.
Yeah, he just carries around that box.
I'm
that
almost
tray.
sure that's why he complains.
Thing.
Yeah, he just kind of he just has his one arm and he just has it at like a 90-degree angle. And he just carries it, and no matter where he goes, he carries it everywhere. And it's like, can you get a back? Like maybe your walking experience wouldn't suck so bad if you had a backpack.
I don't know. He was telling me about how Texans don't walk anywhere; they drive everywhere, and
everything's 19 miles apart. It's Texas, right? Like there are Walmarts that take up entire cityscapes.
Yeah, well, there's definitely so if we're talking about walking, there was definitely I made us do a lot of walking because I like to walk, and we're sitting all day, and so let's move around a bit, right? So we're gonna walk to the bar, or walk to dinner, all these places, right? So what was it? Friday night? I think it was Friday night. We were at. So we were at Rum Club, which, by the way, was awesome. Definitely would recommend Rum Club. So it was ended up being, who was at the Rum Club? I think it was myself, right? It was Xray and Mammon. It was as I said, Dom Fam was there. Logan Composer was there. So and then it was the judges, right? So we had Marcus and G, and Josh was there as well. And so, any case, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna order an Uber," and it's like, there's not enough room for one person, so for all of us, so we have to get a second Uber. And I'm like, well, I'm walking, so I just start walking, right? And so Mammon ends up coming with me. And actually G comes too, but he's going to a different hotel, so he's not that far, so he breaks off pretty quickly. So like they're like getting an Uber, whatever, and so Mammon and I are like walking. And I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but apparently I have this thing when like I drink a bunch and then go for a walk where I end up going like really fast. And like there was this time in college where I was at my buddy's frat house, right? And, we're upstairs having drinks, whatever. So I get this call from this girl. She's like, yo, I'm like babysitting for this kid just off campus. Kid went to sleep. You should come over. I'm like, I'll be right there. And so like
Drazkor's telling booty call stories on the podcast.
Yeah. So I like leave the frat house and I like go and I'm like heading down George Street, right? Because like I got to get to this place, right? And like I catch a glimpse of myself out of the corner of my eye and I like turn my head to look and I'm like, oh, I'm like running, like my arms are pumping, like I'm just like I didn't realize I'm like flying down this street. And yes, I showed up with showed up at her door with apparently my backpack was wide open and I stole half a bottle of 99 bananas from the frat house. So that's how I show up there. Anywho, long story short, so we're going along and finally Mammon's like, we gotta stop. Like 3.5 He's like, oh my gosh. He's like leaning against the telephone pole. Like, I'm like, oh, am I going too fast? So I made Mammon run across the city basically. And we beat those idiots in their Uber. We beat them back to the hotel.
Nice.
Like by a lot. They were like, oh,
when you're running
behind a train. Yeah, I guess. But like it was like, I don't know, it was like 1.5 miles or something. Maybe 1 mile. I don't know. We got back, beat them by a lot. Anywho, did we talk about Sealed yet?
No.
You jumped all the way in. Okay, so we talked location. How many people showed up? Let's get that out for our.
So there was 43 people.
Yep.
And I want to say like,
year?
yeah, last year was 49. So that was kind of unfortunate.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of Moor Wolves. They showed up in force. There was like at least a dozen of them who drove down from Seattle. There was very few reap out, right? So you West Coast, you expect to see reap out. All that was there was Hobo and Gorlami.
Portland last year was 45.
Was it 45?
45. So you're only missing 2 people.
Okay. All right.
That's
So-
Sydney.
Yeah. Well, Sydney didn't show, and PV's a thing, so I guess half of Reap Out decided not to come, which at least that's what Hobo said the because of PV part. I added because Sydney wasn't there. So there was a number of ABR, so there was a bunch of ABR folks, and then there was like a small number of locals. There was actually Alvin from way back. Team SAS showed up.
Oh, Alvin.
He's a local. Yeah. The guy who did our logo.
Yeah, he did our logo.
So, which I had totally forgotten, and I actually didn't know who he was until like I was handing him the Drazkor business card thing, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I did this logo." And I was like, "Wait a second."
He did.
I was like, "Oh, you're Alvin." Oh,
That is Alvin.
So that was cool to chat with him. So, so wished we saw some more folks. But
I mean, you were only 2 people short, pretty much, in each event, right? So I mean,
and apparently,
looking at some of the people who are actually none of the people that. One of them, actually, I'm sorry. Well, 2 was Who did the judging this time around?
Oh, well, so it was both G and Marcus was there.
Okay, because Marcus played last time.
Right,
You also
but this
had
time-
Random Joe, Liquid Squash, Magic Duck, Flightless Pheasant, Dave C, and Dev. Which I heard none of those names out of anything anywhere.
Well, Hobo was there. Flightless
Hobo
Pheasant
was
was there.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a couple of Michigan folks there, I guess. But yeah, just Hobo and Gorlami were there from Reap Out. But yeah, then they hand us our decks, and if you signed up early enough, you got your
print.
Nice little art piece print, which was kind of cool. And apparently, I was the very first person to sign up because I got art print number 1 of 50, which was kind of cool, actually. I was like, oh, they're like numbered.
Is that how they handed them out, depending on how you signed up?
Yeah, the order you signed up.
Okay.
So they
That's
looked
nifty.
at your ticket and they flipped through and handed out. Yeah. So yeah, I guess if you want 1 of 50, you got to go and sign up early.
You got to sign up quick.
Yep. So, yeah, the whole reason I signed up so early is because when it was announced, I saw like a ridiculously cheap flight and just jumped on it and then bought the ticket. Yeah, that was pre everything that's going on in Middle East. So
Right.
gas prices were a lot lower. The ticket price was pretty good. So, but I don't know.
Looking at what we got here, it looks like Shadows was very popular, extraordinarily popular. In fact, it is in. We don't know Goatman's deck. That's not in here, but Shadows is in every single top 8 deck for sealed. Mars has got a couple
Shadows
in there.
is very good.
Unfathomable
Yeah.
has about half the field.
Nope.
Ouroboros has 3. I'm sorry, Oboros. I keep saying that wrong. Has 3, and Unfathomable has 3. Really, the only outlier we have there is Skyborn. Well, only one Skyborn. It must have red line rotation.
Well, no, there is no red line rotation in DM. But there
I'm
is,
sorry. What is it? Against all flags?
Against all flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have a whole bunch of those, then actually, in fact, I could definitely tell you there was a bunch of against all flags being played because on stream, I
you took it.
definitely. Well, yeah, like I was like, play a bunch of cards, made some Ember against all flags. That shit. All right, played a bunch of cards, like made 1 or 2 Ember against all flags. It just kept hitting me with it, and I lost.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Good job, Drazkor.
My sealed decks were not good.
So what are you noticing in your sealed decks? I've had an opportunity now. I've gotten a couple under my belt. What are you noticing in your sealed decks?
Well, I want Equidon. That's one thing because they have some of the best commons.
They have some of the best. Well, there's one big thing I've noticed in all the decks that have done well that I was able to see at least, especially the winner. They all have more actions than creatures, which is obviously something you want.
Yep, because actions are generally better than creatures.
They move faster than creatures, right? Literally, the winning deck has 4 creatures. Unfortunately, one's a Grammy taps, but whatever. Victor Fluxes, I think.
In Shadows, you mean?
In Shadows, yep. Not the whole deck.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's got 4 creatures. Mars has the most creatures at like half. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 6. Fortunately for him, one of them is Emperor Memrox.
Yeah, I mean, so 2 of those. You're looking at Nizix the Resonator, Memrox. You have Collector Worm to throw some more in Archives with
And
some
then a
control
Memrox,
there.
Emperor Memrox.
Yeah. And the artifact, all are Mars, ready and use a friendly creature.
Yep.
So the kaboom that's there too for the wipe, this is.
And then there are also 6 creatures in the Geistoid house. So I said this week. I don't know if I'm right or not. This seems to be so creature heavy. At least And the commons seem to be creatures, which is obviously what you're going to get the most of. So, I mean, I got 2 decks this week at our local sealed. One had 9 actions, one had 10. And guess what? I lost every game.
Need to sacrifice more decks to the AOA gods.
Ooh.
I mean, at this point, it was rough. It was rough.
Working for me.
The AOA?
Sacrificing AOA to get better donkeys.
How do I properly sacrifice an AOA deck?
I mean, I just go right to the trash can.
Oh.
Shredder? You do Shredder. That's the proper way.
Shredder is better, but,
takes time.
Well, that's a new shirt.
Sometimes you don't have anybody want.
Shredder is better. All right, ChatGPT, do your thing. Yeah, I'm just that's all I'm noticing, that you want a lot of actions. And
actions make a big difference. This is played Wednesday with sealed, and it was mostly a junk deck, but it had functionally 3 board wipes in it. So that
helps.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference because it's like they set out all their creatures, right? And then you go, okay, I just kill them all and set out my creatures, and if they can't come back and board wipe, now without the board wipes, you don't have that ability to come back from them boarding first.
What were your board wipes? Were you looking at Kaboom or were you looking at?
I had in that one. I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay, and I
had Kaboom. I had the one that destroys all exhausted creatures.
Okay,
that was that's a really strong card in the DM in general.
The reason I ask is Kaboom with the chains slows down the game even further, and so that's something we used to see long ago in FFG days, whereas a lot of the situational wipes have kind of gone away from chains. But I have noticed Kaboom's real good, but it does definitely slow you down. Yeah,
because that was also catch and release. So I was
catch and release is
certainly buried in chains at certain points. But yeah, it was it had an orbital bombardment, but then the big move for that deck was Body Snatchers Kaboom.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you just played a bunch of big dragons? Well, I got dragons too. How about I Body Snatcher Kaboom them? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty okay.
That's all I'm noticing is that you want as many actions as you possibly can.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's where the amber pips are, right? So
typically, I mean,
yeah.
It's the easiest way to move through cards.
Surprised by was the number of folks actually playing Oberos in sealed at Portland. There was a lot of mediocre dragagons on the board. Now,
a lot of CP dragons.
Yeah, a lot of sleepy dragons. Now, people were leaning into decks with Snapper Din, which, especially in sealed, can do a lot. Can do a lot. So I Snapper Din might actually be better than I originally thought. Like that card can definitely create problems for you.
Yeah. That was my closest game as I was at 9 amber and my opponent put down 3 Snapper Dins.
Oh gosh.
I'm like 7 creatures wide and I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah. So that was definitely a thing I saw a lot of. Yeah, I was trying. So I actually, even though I didn't do that great, my decks were fun, even though I wasn't winning. Like I had stuff I was trying to do. It was not like great stuff, but you gotta get janky when you don't have good stuff. So I had a what's that? A Jahanery or whatever that card is, that reprint from. So I had that guy, and I also had the holographic Banshee, and I had some like a bunch of capture. And so I just kept trying to get Ember on my guys, and then out of house reap with my Geistoid and take all that Ember on them. But like the deck wasn't that great. I had one TMTP, and then I had triple Nightmare Urchin. I literally never reaped once with Nightmare Urchin, like because it's so bad and people just kill him so easily.
Yeah, Nightmare Urchin is a nightmare.
Yeah, but like the problem
the witch,
with
though, they have to kill it.
it is, but it's so easy to do. Like I tried, but I just never could reap with them. I mean, maybe I did once, but like I don't think I ever reaped. I definitely never was able to reap when I was overwhelmed. But
what's crazy is it's not elusive. Like it has none of those tactics where at least back in the day, like some of those creatures that were like pretty good, like you'll never get a reap off, but at least it was a 2-for-1, right? They got to either figure out a way to deal damage to it, or they got to attack it twice, right? And waste a reap, where you just don't have that with Nightmare Urchin.
Yeah, the other problem I had, so I had triple haunting measures, which seems okay because it's got lots of efficiency, but you're discarding cards off the top of your deck and then taking a non-Geistoid card in your hand. So they knew when I took my TMTP, they knew when I would take my catch and release. So like they would just like play around it, and I was like, those are the two good cards in my deck, and well, so. I don't know, but I did have a lot of fun. So I just kept playing. I did not join the side event, which was, I guess, Quick Forge the first day.
Day one was Quick Forge. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So I don't know, but it was fun. Sealed is always fun. So did some sealed action.
All right.
Now, the next day was Archon. So I did put the Archon deck list in our sheet, and I guess let me post the link for the audience here.
And while you're doing that, Nightmare Urchin, for those who may not be familiar, because I think a lot of people are playing Dragons because it's new and people are still learning the set. Yeah. So
a lot of people are choosing to play Ouroboros just because they're like, oh, I want to play with the new Dragons.
Correct.
Yeah.
But with the Nightmare Urchin, you're talking a Shadows creature, 2-power, elf thief. After reap, if you are overwhelmed, steal 2, otherwise steal 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I posted the top Archon. Now the interesting thing with Archon was that there was not that many there was a bunch of PV, but not as much as I expected.
There are
in talking with
PV
folks
in the top 8.
Right. But there was relatively few PV in the field compared to what you would expect. But it wasn't because, or at least a lot of the folks I talked to, it wasn't because they thought that the deck they brought was like way better than a PV deck. But I talked with a bunch of folks who were like, yeah, I just wanted to bring the deck that I thought was the best that wasn't PV.
Yeah, people, they weren't having fun playing it, and they wanted to play something different.
Yep, which is honestly what I did. I did not bring PV, so...
What did you end up bringing?
I brought Arya. I need to bring something else some point. Is partly what I was thinking. But my games were weird. Like I had super swingy games, except for I had one like close match, but like I would either like one game I literally drew 6 cards in the hand. I had all 4 in here somewheres. And like that game, I just like steamrolled the guy. And then the next game, I just like couldn't get out of 2/2/2 no matter what I did. And I got steamrolled. I was like, there was another game where I just drew all like I the double in here somewhere. All my Mars went over all my Mars creatures. So I had wins, so I wins them, and I just totally made a million Ember off. So it was totally like flip flopping between amazing draws and terrible draws. It was a really weird time for me. So unfortunately didn't quite get there, but we did. Both Xray and Mammon made top 8. So their decks are in here, which is pretty cool. Actually, they both got to top 8 for both sealed and for
was Xray on
Archon,
Olympio, or was Mammon doing Olympio?
No, it was Mammon. Mammon was on Olympio. Oh, by the way, footnote we should mention. Meanwhile, while we were playing all these rounds of Archon, all 5 Alliance players did their entire tournament. There was literally 5.
Now, how did that go?
Well, everybody who entered in it got geotag.
Yeah, they're all
decks,
top. They're all top
right?
8. Yeah.
Yep. Like, it was the point where I was like, should I just walk over with Arya and be like,
I'm here to play Alliance?
Yeah, just give me my geotag decks on my playmat. I don't know. It was weird. So
yeah, and I will give a shout out. Go ahead.
VM26 looks to be that it might justify just putting in for 3 free decks.
Well, so there was a VM26 that was opened that morning that made top 8 in Archon. Yeah. So that deck name is
while you're grabbing
the Dusty Vault Master.
Yeah.
Good.
So I'll say, just before we bounce from Alliance, shout out to the 2 winners. So winner being Bear or Robot Rob 3, and then Mozzie being the runner-up. PV and the Amber Skies for the Alliance. So qualifying. But I think that...
Also, congrats to Logan Composer and Xray.
Yeah, because they went ahead and Logan Composer taking the winner for sealed eventually, and then Xray taking second. So great job, guys. I think that Frenzy AJ going ahead and playing the VM26 and making top 8 right away with VM26 says a lot, and that deck has some spice.
This deck, so we'll walk a little bit through this deck. So VM26 JML, you're gonna love this, right? So it's got lots of highlights. So okay, so you got double Drumble, okay. Yep. But hey, if they're not at 7, so you can't use your Drumbles, don't worry. You got Neon Fringe to knock them down. You got double Infernus. You got double Rot Grub. And so, lots of Ember control there. So eventually, they're gonna get to you're gonna get that Drumble down, right? And then you go into Saurian and you play your double epic poem, just to make a million Ember.
This says double epic poem exile.
With an Imperial Forge. So you double epic poem,
Imperial Forge, and send it over.
Exile it, right? Or you just you wait a turn, kill it, you TMTP it, right? Like it's got double Bandit Culver, double Bonithing. It's got Bryn the Fanatic with Life for Life. It's got a Borrow.
Miasma,
Yep. You also have Harvest Time to purge stuff. You've got a Golden Spiral here. Yep. You got your Citizen Tricks with Shadows Pip. You got a Ludo, right? So you can just burn this Enver when you do the Unlock Gateway. Like it's this is for real, right? So I guess it's a little low on C. So I guess if you get real behind on board, you could get in trouble. But this deck is pretty spicy.
Yeah. So is that good for us, boys? What are we seeing? Is this going to go ahead and skyrocket VM26 sales?
Well, I think so, because I said this deck right here, right, is a Drazkor 131, and that is higher than any DM deck Drazkored at all so far.
Yep.
In fact, there's quite a few VM26 that are higher than DM deck so far. Yep.
No, there's some real spice in this set.
Yeah. So I mean, gotta get a vault tour in Canada there, GM.
Yeah.
Figure it out. I don't know what to tell you.
He was like falling off his rocker, just like, yelling at the sky.
Barking at clouds.
Yep. He was like, get off my lawn, right?
Yeah, but really weird, like, you got 3 PV decks, 2 GR decks, 1 Ember Skies deck, a Vault Master 25, and a Vault Master 26. It was 25, right?
Yeah.
This is a 25.
Yeah, one's a 25. Yep. In battles, a 25. Yep.
So, an actual nice spread, right?
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if people were like, well, I'm just not going to play PV because we feel it's hurting the game, would have affected that.
I think there was a bunch of that.
There's different
I do think there was a bunch of that.
Yeah.
So
I just wonder if that'll keep up.
This community could get together and self-ban PV just because we're all decent people, but then freaking Xray is going to come and ruin that again and again and again.
Yep. Which he did. He was one of the PVers with Grizzle. So
Grizzle's been his baby though for a while. This has been around. So
yep. So it was cool to see Olympio in there do well as the Ember Skies deck, Mammon's Ember Skies deck. The Vietnamese GR deck in here. This deck. I played against this, and DD Reaper, he just went into this huge untamed loop where he just kept waste nodding his ghost tree and just like over and over and just drawing everything and doing everything. So that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, there are 2 waste knots in that deck.
Yep. So it was so there's some pretty good decks in here.
I'm trying to look through all of the Alliance decks here because there's only 5 of them.
Were they even posted somewhere? I don't even know.
Yeah, they're in Arcana. I'm trying to get them all together.
Okay. Yeah.
So Ember Skies taking it down. Very interesting. A Help from Future Self and Time Traveler both getting Mars House Pips. So it is a pipped out logo / Mars house. It's got 4 and a deanimator. It's not as cool as I made it out to be, but it's a thing. I'm really not sure what makes this. I'm trying to look at it and what makes it tick.
Draws a lot of cards, makes a lot of amber.
I mean, it does draw a lot of cards. It does have 22 expected ember, so it is a little high. Yeah, so it does do just exactly that. Draws a lot of cards, makes a lot of ember. And then let's see. So you got one of those. You got at least 2. I thought I saw 2 GR decks. Oh no, here we go. It just says right here. Ember Sky or PV, Ember Skies, GR, AOA, and GR. So 2 GR, 1 PV, 1 Ember Skies, 1 AOA. Donuts Dad's at it again. Trying to make AOA work with a weird Battlefleet Key Abduction Mars type deal in AOA.
Martian Generosity, yeah.
MG.
Nope, no MG in here. Nope, there is an MG. I'm sorry, I missed it.
There is an MG and a Battlefleet.
And a Battlefleet, yeah. And
Yep.
Yeah, what do you call it? Legacy Battlefleet. So, he's doing Sting
Double
things.
Sting.
Got it. He's got
Double
Sting.
Sting.
He's trying to Heart of the Forest with the Sting. Got it. That makes sense. Only good enough for 4th though. So, but I mean, he got 10 decks, so screw it.
Did he get a win or did he get a bye?
I don't. It doesn't say in here. It just shows the placings. So
I guess it's
winning. Mozzie running up. Thydium taking 3rd, Donut's Dad taking 4th, Willie the Kid taking 5th. So they were done, and then what? I guess you just get to move on to doing other things then? You're like, all right, just side events. So.
Yeah, they joined.
They have alternative formats.
The sealed adaptive. Yep. So,
congrats to every side event beating Alliance. Literally every side event beat Alliance.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Adaptive, you're still number 3 in your own event. So, congrats. Quick Forge
had 14.
Quick Forge had 14. And the draft pods had a total of 32, 4 pods of 8.
Yep.
Because you got to do those in the eight pods of 8. So
now there was an advantage for draft. Yeah,
Sure,
there was an advantage
new.
for draft in terms of being on Sunday, but perhaps it's hard to know. But perhaps being Quick Forge versus sealed, perhaps that is a more interesting comparison. I don't know.
Still 14 players. Still more than adaptive.
Well. So, but
I still think it should be sealed Archon. I think that's the way we should run things. We should do sealed Alliance, then three deck pick one sealed or sealed Archon, and then regular Archon.
True seal, yeah.
And then Sheep will tell me why I'm wrong.
Well, he always will. So.
Sheep is falling asleep.
But
I'm getting there.
Yeah, he's getting
there. Well, let me tell you about the VM26 sales. Maybe this will jazz you up.
Let's talk about it.
So VM26, right? So they open up and I go up. I'm like, okay, you punching tickets? Nope, we're not punching tickets. We're like taking your name and phone number for the for like the store, whatever. You go, to myself, I'm thinking, well, that's kind of weird. I'll just say my name is, Ewok Jr. Next time I walk up, but okay, sure.
Good name.
But yeah, the guy's like, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll take the 4. He's like, okay, yep, you haven't bought it yet today. I was like, no, not today. He's like, yeah, it's 4 per day. So I was like, oh, cool. They like updated the, GG's like, hey, VM25 made a bunch of money and sold out. Let's print more and make more money. What a amazing idea for a company, right? So I was
either
like,
that or it's
actually,
just going to be the worst prizes ever at KFC.
So and then people are opening it and it's like good and one's in the top. So I was like, all right. So next day I go back and go to get my allotment for day 2, right? And the one guy's like, wait, I think it's 1 per event, not per day. I was like, oh, well, the guy yesterday said it was per day. And then like the guy's boss walks over. He's like, hey boss, like, is it per event or per day? And the boss is like, oh yeah, it's per day. So he's like, okay. So he sells me 4 more. So at some point, Josh finds out that people are buying 4 a day. And he's like, that's not what it's supposed to be. You guys are supposed to know better. And I'm like, wait, like, you mean
blame Drazkor.
Know better?
What do you mean? We thought you guys were just
made a good decision.
We thought you were making smart business
stupid
moves.
Me thinking you guys are like, wow, they really like VM25. Let's make VM26 good and make money and try to, keep this Vault Tour train going. And he's like, no, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh my goodness, Josh. So on Sunday, so they clarified, right? So, Sunday you could buy. So on Sunday, I let people who had only bought 4 instead of 8 go ahead of me in the line to get more VM.
Wait, is this going to screw the rest of us? Like, are we? Was it supposed to be 4 per event?
Yeah,
no,
just like last year.
This is real simple. Josh, you have 2 weeks, and GG. So I know the printing schedule is going to be really rough, but you see that you have a good product. People are interested. You strike while the iron is hot, and you allow it to be 4 per day because Drazkor had a great idea. And yes, you can send that check to Archon's Corner as you go ahead and have triplicate for your sales.
Somebody else can buy my 4.
There you go.
So I should have said, I should have said I was Dr. Sheep. Anywho, so they were selling VM off, it was flying off the shelves. What wasn't flying off the shelves because it wasn't advertised anywhere, and you had to like remember, wait, isn't there supposed to be like a playmat for this year or something?
Yeah.
And so if you asked for it, they would like rummage around and find it and sell you one. But like at the end of Sunday, I was playing with my 26 VM mat, and the guy was like, "What's that? Where'd you get that?" I was like, "This is the Vault Tour playmat." And then Josh mentions a claim. He's like, "Oh, we only sold 6 playmats." I'm like, "Because nobody knew you could buy one. It wasn't displayed anywhere. It wasn't."
Because nobody knew.
I will actually say I did see the playmats. I think the playmat looks kind of cool. I like the extended art from that
ugly
piece. Well,
no, I like
it. That's your choice. I think it's a nice extension. I showed it, and my youngest daughter really, really liked it. So if it's not for you, it's not for you. But I actually thought it was well done, and I'll probably be picking one up in St. Louis.
Yeah, it was cool. It had all the vault
this
locations on
There
the
you go.
bottom. Now the card it's like the Grinder Swarm was a shitty card, but like, it looks kind of cool. So that was the weirdness with the sales. And then the playmats for the actual tournament winners, like we're looking at them, and it's like a bunch of it's like normal expected stuff, right? The top 8 is like some random weird art with like a whole bunch of guys on it, not actually 8 guys, but like close to 8, right? Like like it had the what was that goofy Mars card where you like destroy a flank and flip cards and whatever, and there's like 7 Mars guys on it.
Yeah.
So that was the top 8 one, right? And then top 4 was like the art from Discovery or whatever. Second play runner up was like the Brobnar leaping chick, whatever. Now
Returning
champion. Yeah, maybe.
No.
For Brobnar? I'm trying to think of what you're. I'm trying to follow along with you.
It's the one deal 2 damage and then exalt each damaged creature, whatever that one's called.
Okay.
Okay. So then the champion mat. Like, I'm standing next to Mammon. We're looking at the champion mat, and we're like, is this art even from Keyforge?
Oh boy.
Like, Mammon's like, did they like go through like the FFG art archives and like just look for cool art? It's like, oh, here's something, and slap it on, and we're like, what even is this? Turns out it was a rare evil twin, like Uriel or something. Like, I actually found out like
Uriel Circumspect.
We had never even Drazkored it, that card. I was like, oh gosh. I don't think I own one. So yeah, it's just weird. It's like weird. Evil twin was the card. So
you want to give us a play-by-play of Xray stomping little children and Pokemon for some random reason?
Oh yeah, so like Xray after his his loss, he's like, I'm gonna go play Pokemon. So he goes joins the Pokemon tournament that the store is hosting. And he's all excited because he went 3-0, beat up on some little kids. And he was good for Xray. He got some packs with some Pokemon in it for his victory. So, by the way, here it is. I found it. Bestiary Urso, Evil Twin, Dinosaur, play, fight, stun a creature, 5 power, 1 armor. It's a Saurian card. So that is the art, which it is kind of cool. It's like this guy swinging a big Warhammer or something. I don't know. It does look kind of cool, but super weird random pull.
I'm still scanning for your Brobnar card.
They were going to the deep cuts. She is.
Yeah.
It's the same one that's on. It's on one of the articles.
It's a Crucible.
You guys are
card.
really.
Yeah, it's on. It's on one of the articles. I think it was on the Vault Tour announcement article.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna find it. And
While we're going,
Vault Tour
while we're going ahead and
26,
looking.
Find Worthy Adversaries. She is the cover. I don't know. It doesn't tell me what it is, but
All right. Well, I'm going ahead and looking that. What is there anything that we need to know about for these Vault Master 26 decks that makes them even more special?
Yeah. So mixed in due to a what do they call it in the article? A inventory confluence issue or whatever. Which means they accidentally mixed them together.
The pooch.
Yeah. They accidentally put some KFC 26 geotag decks randomly in the lot. So definitely Dom Fam got one. And we asked him what the future looked like, and he said that VM26 won every vault, which that was his hot take from the future. And it was so I don't know actually. By the way, Worthy Adversaries is the name of the card. So
Yep, I found it. So
okay.
Which is Worthy Adversaries action, play, deal 1 damage to 2 different enemy creatures, exalt each damaged creature.
Yep. So I guess them saying like in a positive way something weird that happened is like actually like that's good for marketing. So hey Jeremy, look at you. Look at you, sir. you did it.
Golden tickets, and we can turn them in for something at KFC. Probably because there's too many of them.
Willy Wonka it?
Yep.
I got a golden ticket.
Well, sure, but again, it'd be another reason to be able to purchase outside of it being super hot and playable. Did you also talk? There is a little accolade that's actually on the VM26 decks.
Thank you. Yes. So there's a treasure accolade that is on the VM26 cards. And I think like Marcus was like hinting and without really saying what he was hinting at. And I was looking more closely at the accolade, and the accolade, the colors are red, white, and blue. So
250th.
Mam and I were like, does that mean that if you go to like Brazil, it'll be like some green in there? Like, will it be different colors per country? But then we were like, well, what are they going to do in France? I don't know. But we
also
were
red, white, and blue.
So red, white, and blue. Yeah.
Maybe just a different order. So that's what I'm saying. So we were hypothesizing that perhaps what Marcus was hinting at was that the colors would be different of the accolade depending on what country.
Well, let's go check out Vietnam, man. We got this.
So yeah, totally. So these are and to be clear, this is not all the M26 cards. This is for the prize, right? If you placed it, right, you're prized out. So I thought that was cool. That was a cool little thing that they did. So
very nice.
Yeah.
Going back to the side events, you did not play in Quick Forge, correct?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I should have thought more about what deck I would bring, and then I realized I didn't really have a deck that would work, and I was having fun playing sealed anyway, so I didn't bother.
Okay. And you did not play sealed adaptive?
No, because I was still like, I wasn't, even though I had 2 losses at one point, I wasn't mathematically eliminated.
Sure. And then did you play in the draft?
I did play in the draft.
So I know that we had looked at it. How did it actually play in person? What'd you think of it?
Well, so it took forever to draft. I'll say that. The experience was engaging. Not being a constructed format type guy, definitely would not want to do it all the time. The way they did it with the packs and the house pips or just the enhancement pips, like where you got to pick where they went, was kind of interesting. So like none of the cards had pips already on them, so it was curated that way.
Yeah, it was on the sleeves that they
on
gave
the sleeve. And it was so I came in second in my pod. Like I went hard on Equidon with Talent Scout that I put a capture pip on, and then I had triple like now and later, so I just kept like playing him and bouncing him back to my hand and playing him again, right? And a bunch of hot bunks, and with the card, what's the card we talked about last time, where it was like you reap capture 2, discard a card, and move 1 to your pool. Like I just kept doing all that stuff.
Aquidon common.
Yeah. Yep. But I had to kind of audible because so the other day was 2 draft rounds, and I was drafting Mars, and I had like 9 Mars cards that I was mostly happy with, but I was like, I gotta snag 1 or 2 other key pieces. But there was literally no Mars pods in the second round of the draft, which I guess if I paid more attention, I would have realized maybe that was going to happen. So I had to like pull together a Skyborn house that could work because people were just
you could have taken the blank cards. You could have taken the blank cards. I could have, but 3 cards is a harsh penalty.
Yeah, and it was actually Geistoid. Now I'm thinking more carefully because it was Geistoid. I had to like pull together a bunch of Geistoid cards in the second round because they kept getting passed around to me. So,
and the card you were talking about in Icky Icky was Exelden Yash, which is a creature, human merchant, 3 power. After reap, capture 2. You may discard a card. If you do, move 1 from Exelden Yash to your pool at uncommon.
Yep. So I had fun.
Okay. Would you do it again?
Would I do it again?
I am not. Your whole vibe right now is I am not convinced you had a ton of fun.
I enjoyed it. So the final, I played against the guy who did like the he had Skyborn, where it was just like move. They had like your deck sheep, where it's just like you just keep playing Navigator and you just keep moving to the flank and keep rule of 6ing him and just like draw and archive a ton of stuff. And then and he had like Sand in Your Eyes, where you'd exhaust all your stuff, blow up the whole board, and draw like 12 cards. And he just kept doing that stuff over and over. And yeah, he won by a lot. But perhaps next time, perhaps I will comment on the Archon final so that people can have some good content instead of draft. For me,
I will say I was curious because it was the first time showing up for draft. I'm still interested. I'd love to be able to actually play. I will say that Marcus did post in our AC Vault Tour talk, and it was interesting to see some of the stats. So he said the draft from Portland was all Draconian Measure cards. It was approximately 300 decks to make enough draft supplies for up to 36 players. We had 30 players who played draft on Sunday. It took about 7,500 cards to go through to get roughly 5,000 cards that were usable for the draft purposes. Like that's a really, really large amount. That was to make sure that every single player could choose every single house option times 4, which again is something you, as a organizer, you'd have to plan for. So with no duplication of house choices. So I thought it was interesting, but a lot of a lot of prep work. But I think once it's there, it'd be easy enough to be able to run through.
Yeah, I mean, and it was clearly a labor of love for Marcus. Like, kudos to him for putting this together. Like, I enjoyed it, and I am not a constructed guy, so the fact that I was like engaged the whole time, enjoyed it, I think says a lot for the format. And there was definitely folks there who like that's more their thing than it is my thing, and they definitely had quite a bit of fun. So I think me saying it was engaging and fun is like probably a really big win. So
I will if I am flushed, which is there's like a 99% probability I'll be flushed on Sunday.
On the toilet?
Yes, I will be doing draft. I am very interested in draft. I wish it was a thing that was more feasible to do that outside of vault tours, but
I don't.
Yeah.
We've already established on this show many times sheep hates everything. So
Yeah.
Never trust a man who doesn't like pretzels.
Sheep, you don't like pretzels?
No.
I don't like pretzels. No.
What?
They're gross.
Weird.
They're just don't you remember? They're just designed to get you to buy more beer.
And it
I don't know
works.
why I dislike pretzels.
That was your main gripe in the car. That's all I remember. You're like, it's just a marketing ploy to get you to buy more beer.
People put big pretzel in there.
Those big soft
pretzel.
Those big soft pretzels with the cheese. Oh,
I like soft pretzels just fine.
Oh,
it's crunchy, little crunchy.
You don't like crunchy pretzels.
Do
you like
correct.
the pretzels filled with peanut butter?
No.
Okay.
I'm also not a fan of pretzels with peanut butter, but I'm all about crunchy little pretzels. So,
yeah, and both are good. There's definitely Philly.
What about
definitely has
combos? Do you like combos?
back in the day, they were okay, but not a big fan.
I haven't had combos in
forever.
I don't know how long, but I remember them being pretty good.
Speaking of food and drink, what did you do, Draz? Did you have a Drazkor experience?
Hell yeah! So I mentioned Pacific Standard and Rum Club already. Rum Club was amazing, but it was so good. By the way, everybody was loving their drinks. Like I think best drink I had all weekend was at Rum Club. So good. It was cool. We sat outside. It was like heated, so it was okay, and that was delicious. Scotch Lodge. We had to wait like 45 minutes for a table. But we did because we were thirsty, and we were reviewing, like talking about all the top 8 and whatnot as we were doing that. But Scotch Lodge was awesome. Lots of good drinks there. A lot of scotch, and we were, G was definitely like getting flights of
Scotch.
expensive whiskey and whatnot.
G is a pig covered in shit in scotch. When it
comes man, it was a lot of fun. We were just
the only thing that would have made it better was a stripper.
Yeah. Well, we did talk.
Oh,
I don't know where this conversation is going here, guys.
Well, he mentioned G.
I've never heard this analogy. I think
G is
a great person.
G is a connoisseur of two things: scotch and strippers. Right. So we've already got the scotch. So the only next plausible conclusion is strippers.
So he's trying to talk us into going. He's like, "Hey, you know what's going on right now?
You know what's going on?
What's going on?
You gonna know what's going on at the Kitty Cat Lounge, right?"
Yeah, he's like stripperoki. Like what? He's like, yeah. You. So you like get on stage and do karaoke, and these chicks like strip around you and stuff. And he's like, it's supposed to be crazy. And like, he's like, you have to sign a waiver though, because like they got their stilettos on, they're whipping their feet around and stuff, and you might get killed while you're up there singing.
Oh my god!
Local keyboard judge and player killed at tonight's show.
Please tell me you guys went.
Injury.
Oh. So we didn't go to stripperoki, and then but as we were like leaving or whatever, G, like I mentioned before, G was at a different hotel. So
disappeared.
He heads off. G heads off, and so we're like, "Oh, are we going back to the hotel?" I was like, "Well, what if we went to stripperoki without G?" Everybody just
because once G would have said that if I was there, I'd be like, "How fast can we get there?"
We did not. G, we did not go to stripperoki without you.
Man.
Don't worry.
Number one, all you had to tell me was karaoke, and I'm there. And then, why not? Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually mentioned I was like, gee, you should, if Wookie was here, he'd be there with you, man.
How fast can we get there, and who's driving? It's like that one where I can't tell you what we're doing. All I can tell you is that we're going to hurt some people, and it's like, whose car we're taking, yours or mine?
Yeah. So Scotch Lodge was awesome. We was also Loyal Legion was a beer bar we went to. Got burgers there.
What day was Scotch Lodge and Loyal?
I think it was the Saturday. So first we went to dinner at the beer bar, got some burgers, Loyal Legion.
Is this why some of our teammates did not make it in until much, much later in the morning? And then okay.
I mean, we were drinking.
What time does bar close at Portland? They don't shut down at like 2?
It was a little all over the place. So I think the Scotch Lodge was closing at.
Is there no bar time in Portland?
You know what it felt like, honestly? It felt like one of these. I don't know if this is true. I didn't look this up. But I know there's certain cities where, depending on how late you're open, your license is of escalating cost. So there's fewer and fewer bars open late. It felt like that.
Some places don't have like a bar close time.
Sure.
Like they're open.
Yeah, so we were
pretty much around the clock ish.
Yeah. We were there for last call, I believe, at Scotch Lodge. And that, yeah. And then let's see. Yeah. So then on Sunday, because we didn't fly out till Monday morning early, of course. So we had to wake up at like 4:30 in the morning to get our flight. But that didn't stop us from drinking late on Sunday. So we went to Hail Pale, which is or Hele Pele. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a tiki bar.
You and your tiki bars.
Oh, I love tiki.
You got an obsession.
Yeah. So the vibe was really cool. The drinks were only okay, unfortunately, at the place, but I did score a cool tiki mug, and had a lot of fun there. Some good vibes, and so that was fun. And then we walked to Voodoo Donut, and
I'm totally jealous of that.
Like,
I've always wanted to go there.
It was really good. It was really good.
Wild donuts, and they all look delicious.
Yep. And then they order the Uber, and like once again, like I should have just started walking, because once again the Uber driver is like 20 minutes. Is like, I'm stuck behind a train. It's like, what the hell is what is up with these Ubers and trains in frickin' Portland? So finally I just start walking, and so like am I walking by myself, which is maybe a bad idea. I don't know. But Marcus was like, I'll come with you. So we end up walking back to the hotel. They did beat us this time, but not by that much.
Did you win DeMarcus too, or was he able to keep up?
So I did slow down a bit. Plus, I wasn't quite as hammered on Sunday night. And we had the donuts in us and stuff. So I had that layer, all that sponge soaking it up. So I wasn't being quite as outrageous, but but Marcus got long legs. I'm like little Mammon, scurrying around.
Stubby little legs.
So
I'm sorry. The whole time when you're like, yeah, I'm hoofing it, I could just think of the whole. You guys ever watch when Fred Flintstone runs? It's
yep.
That's what crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
So was there an actual place called Shalom, y'all? Or
that was dinner on. That was dinner on Sunday. So that was Mammon, Xray, Dom Fam, and I. And it was it was like Israeli, but it was like family style. The food was awesome. Drinks were like decently good. So we've got like big old lamb chops that we were sharing. We got like bunch of seafood, olives. We got the food was really good. It was like really tasty. So that's what we did before Hail Pale or Hele Pele, or however you say it. So
I see someone got a drink that lights on fire.
Oh, that was Xray. Yeah, he got a jet pilot, and they lit it on fire for him, which was pretty fun, pretty cool. Yeah, the vibe of the tiki bar was really cool. Like they had the vibe down for sure.
I'm guessing this is you. You got some mint in your drink.
Oh yeah,
looks like some mint at least. I can't tell.
Yeah,
and a cherry,
it was
flower. I guess we're gonna have to find a tiki bar in St. Louis just to keep the memory alive.
Yeah, I won't be there, unfortunately. So sorry, guys. I'll be
all of us. We don't know what we're going to do. All I know is Fig is bringing Bloody Marias,
which I had wrong. They are not tequila based Bloody Marys. This is pasta sauce and vodka. That's what a Bloody Maria is in his. Yeah.
I was gonna say, because we Googled Bloody Maria, and it was way different than what he's saying. So,
yeah, I mean, like tomato sauce. You know, whether it's a little bit thicker because it comes out of a Prego can or tomato juice, it's all fine.
Yeah. We'll report back to you on the Bloody Marias. Don't worry, Dress. We'll let you know.
All right.
If you're curious,
all right, yeah.
But. Reminder here. I don't know if I should give it out, but I'm going to give it out anyways. Because by the time this actually hits your ears, I'll have already blown up the Portland channel. So, if you're listening now, get your stuff out of the Portland channel because I'm gonna blow it up on Monday, and then it's just St. Louis.
Yeah, but all those wonderful pictures, right? They're all in there. So yeah.
Grab whatever you need. I'll probably put out a last call on Sunday. Let everybody know to grab.
I mean, a quick search for St. Louis looks like Taha Twisted Tiki is our choice.
Is our tiki of choice?
That's not open.
It's not open.
Oh,
yeah, it's
permanently closed.
All right, well, let's see what we got. Yeah. I mean, just throwing Tiki Bar in does not make.
I mean, I was told
Mary's Bar of Tropical Escapism.
I was told by both of you there is a bar within walking distance.
There is. We actually have.
Now, your walking distance and my walking distance is different.
There is a brewery that's under a mile away that you can walk a couple blocks. You're fine.
Oh, a couple blocks, I'm in. And I'm
just don't take Xray. He'll be complaining the whole way about walking.
We don't have Xray with us, do we?
Maybe. I don't know. Well, because so actually, one positive thing I will say is there was a few folks like Xray and others who I talked with there. I was like, "Oh, you go into other vaults?" And they're like, this might be my one, whatever. By the time we got to the end, like Xray was like, he's like, maybe I will go to some more. And there was a few people who were saying maybe they'll go to some more. So like some of the Moor Wolves guys who were like, oh, this is our local one. This is the one we go to. I was chatting with one at the end. He's like, this is really fun. Maybe I'll look into some of the other ones. So hopefully good experience will encourage people to
I mean, it
another
seems like the side events, you guys had a good time, so that's
people enjoyed them.
Big.
Yeah.
Like having something for, because a majority of the people aren't making top 8, right? Like,
yep.
So having something fun, interesting for them to do where they can win neat prizes is obviously worth its weight. Having a set that you're able to win obviously holds a little weight too, because like now you have something to fight for neat stuff.
Yep.
So anything else for the Drazkor Portland recap? Metazoa, we let Drazkor talk.
Yeah.
Recap. We've Metazoa, we've let Drazkor talk this entire episode.
Yeah, we the best episode we've ever had.
We only cut him off a couple times.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
he gets a little excited sometimes, especially when he's talking about his tiki bars.
Yeah, man.
He gets a little crazy. So
this is a family. You have to just go ahead and shout out. Make sure your voice is heard. If not, sit back and be quiet.
Is Fig a true Italian? He is, isn't he? He's from
I don't
Iowa,
know.
though, isn't he?
That's where he's at now. Yeah.
Oh, sure. No Italians
Cornforge?
can possibly live. Yeah.
Well, because number one,
I think
because
it's
he
around
said the sauce can't have chunks or vegetables or meat. It's sauce, not gravy. And I've only ever heard it called gravy when it has the sauce and the meat and other things in there.
Yeah.
I'm German through and through, so it's all sauce to me, but unless it's Spätzle. But that's not sauce. That's a noodle, I guess.
Spätzle.
Or a dumpling. I don't know. I don't know what it is. My grandma used to make it, and it was great. Now I got to go ask my wife to make it, and she always gets angry at me every time I do. I guess it's really a pain in the ass. But with that being said, I guess that's going to wrap us up for Portland Vault Tour. I'm sure we'll get an article out tomorrow. We're recording this on 5/21, and GG likes to release articles on Fridays, so I'm sure there will be an article out tomorrow or maybe next week Friday recapping Portland.
I'm actually going to go ahead and say that we need to have an article tomorrow because we need to know what the side events are for St. Louis, which are 2 weeks out. So for planning,
or if DM is going to be legal, yeah.
I don't think it's going to matter. That's
I mean, somebody will bring it.
Yeah,
sealed.
But that's not what you're looking at because VM26 is legal right away. You're looking at
Yeah.
I mean, someone will bring it for giggles. We've had people bring a sealed AOA to play, but
sure.
I think it's more for
Drazkor DM is only 129. So
I think the big question.
That's because I haven't added any of mine in yet. They're winners.
I think the big question is what are the side events at this point?
Yeah.
So it's something to look forward to.
I'm assuming it's going to be the same
side
thing.
Events.
I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing. It's going to probably just follow the same format.
I don't think so. If you have all the other options, I don't think it's going to be the same.
Well,
we'll find out soon enough.
Trying forever, so it'll probably be an adaptive event in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think it might go adaptive Archon instead of adaptive sealed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
so
we'll find out.
They'll cry, but with that being said, we will see you all next week.
Happy forging, everyone.
May the forge be with you.
This is how it all begins. I just wanna dive. Splash, drip, make waves with my two friends. Splash, drip, I just wanna take it across the line. I'm the hair, it'll chase the time. Baby, everything can be so sad. Turn my face on the west.